Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your entrepreneurship tutor, Professor Henry Buisa of Jomo Kenyatta University and Technology in Kenya. Today I want to talk to business people in business, and I'm saying, here are some 8 actions formed from the word business for every business person. Yes, we're talking business. Business has got 8 letters. There they are. Business, the word. Let's look at each letter. What does it mean? The B means business planning. The U, ubermae fidei. The S, strategic planning. The I, innovation. The N, networking. The E, effective demand. The S, salary. And lastly, S, the SWOT analysis. So let's look at them individually. Business planning. We are saying a business plan is a written tool about your business that projects 3 to 5 years ahead and outlines the path your business intends to take to make money and grow revenue. 3 of the most important purposes of a business plan are: 1, to create an effective strategy for growth; 2, to determine your future financial needs; and 3, to attract investors and lenders. Now, learn how to write a business plan. Think of your business plan as a living project for your business and not as a one-time document. Business plan should be written periodically. That's what I'm saying. And yes, this is the 34th president of the USA, and he says, plans are useless, but planning is essential. Yes, it's not that every time you do a plan, you will get what the plan promised you. But the process of planning is very important because it makes you work through your business. So don't say, I planned and it failed. No. He said, plans are useless, but planning is essential. And this is Churchill Winston, who led Britain to victory in the Second World War. And he says, he who fails to plan is planning to fail. So if you don't want to plan, you are actually planning to fail. So business planning is important. Ubermae fidei. Ubermae fidei or uberima fides literally means utmost good faith in Latin. Good faith has generally been defined as honesty in a person's conduct during an agreement, business agreement, etc., etc. Hence, the doctrine of good faith implies acting with honesty, in fact, and the observance of reasonable commercial standards of fair dealing. Yes. If people like you, they will listen to you. But if they trust you, you are honest, they will do business with you. Yes. Have you probably noticed that there are some people who don't come back to your business? No repeat business. Think about it again. Now, strategic planning. Strategic planning means you determine your vision for the future as well as identify your goals and objectives for the business. This will provide a sense of direction and outline measurable goals. Here's a simple model. Start with analyzing where you are now, your situation now. Number 2, then leave today behind and leap to the future, usually 10 to 15 years out there. and define where you want to be in that future period. This becomes your vision. And after that, after defining the gap, you can begin to close it with putting down strategies of how to get there. Yes, you see, start by saying, where am I now? Your situation analysis. Where do I want to go in my business? And how will I get there? Again, you see, where are we now? Step 1, go back now, sit back, and do your situation analysis. And then, where do you want to be? Dream. You are now in business today. Where do you want to be in a few years to come? That's your vision. And then come back and put down the strategies that you are going to undertake to get there. That is the simplest of strategic planning. You don't need pages and pages of a plan. Now, innovation. Let me give you a Buesa technique. Innovation simply meaning improving, adding value to your business. And there are many ways we can do innovation. But I am using my own name, Buesa, to craft out, to, entrepreneurially craft out a technique. That's the Buesa, isn't it? Yes. Now, the B in Buesa is blend. Look at what you're seeing. Don't you see this is your phone, your cell phone, which has got a camera? You use your phone to take photos. Samsung, or rather the phone manufacturers, blended, combined a phone and a camera. Just look around your business. What is it that you can combine also? The W is wipe. Wipe is like eliminate, remove. Look, the first telephones had antennas. Today, the antennas have been removed and the telephone has become better. Look around in your shop. What is that you can remove and the shop becomes better? In that change, use it for another thing. Look, you can see this is a motorcycle, but it's being used to pump water. What can you put to other uses? Do you have any gadget with you? Anything in your shop, anything at your business that you can put to other uses. Those tires of your cars, what can you put them to? You see? Buesa S, substitute. Do you see? The blackboard was substituted with the whiteboard. Long time ago it was a blackboard, and now we have whiteboard. Look, also, what can you do? If you have a restaurant, can you eliminate, substitute, pay after eating to pay before eating? Yes, self-service was introduced by substituting. And A, adapt. Look at this. This is a tycoon in Mombasa with a car which can also, be a boat. It moves on land and in water. It's been adapted. What can you adapt in your business to do two things, this and the other? This is what we're talking about, innovation. And Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Maybe you're in poultry, doing the same thing, poultry, using the same feed, chicken feed, over and over again, and expect that you'll get better breed. No. Innovate. Can you introduce, black soldier fly for your feed? Can you introduce, vermiculture? This is what we're saying. And of course, if you don't change with the times are going to change you. So in business, you have to innovate. You have even just, the layout, the floor layout, even the service. You have always to innovate. Networking. Yes. Look at those dots. Look at the first ones. They look like They're just haphazard. No connection in them. But the same dots networked becomes a web. That web can catch anything. So here you and your business partners and their customers just haphazard. There are no business alliances. Can you convert this situation into this one? Let me see. Let's see how business alliance could work. You know, networking allows you to access to opportunities that you might not be able to find on your own. Yes, if you are watching this video and you are on that WhatsApp group, that's already networking. Look, let's take this village. And this lady, this woman with sick child has come out of that village. Where has she gone? She has gone to the doctor. The doctor is looking at the child. And then the doctor prescribes medicine. And then the doctor says he knows a pharmacist who has the best medicine for the child. And the lady comes to the pharmacy. And after buying the medicine at the pharmacist tells him or tells her he knows a lady, a greengrocer, who has the best fruits, and this child must eat fruits with the medicine. After taking medicine, eat a lot of fruits. You see, the lady becomes very happy because she has been well advised by the doctor, well advised by the pharmacy, and the child is now getting the fruit they require. She goes back to the village and tells everybody how good this doctor is. But did you realize it? The doctor, the pharmacist, and the greengrocer, Mama Mboga and the fruit vendor, they have networked. They are in business alliance. This doctor signposts, directs the mother to the pharmacist. The pharmacist directs because they have networked and they signpost to each other. That is the beauty of networking. If you are, hardware, you own hardware, whom can you network with? Think about it. If you are a restaurant owner, whom can you, network with? Start thinking now. You never knew that a doctor, a pharmacist, and a fruit vendor can network. You have seen it. That's an example. Now, the E is effective demand. Effective demand refers to the willingness and ability of consumers to purchase goods at different prices. It shows the amount of goods that consumers are actually buying. Yes, before you go in business, and even when you're in business, make sure you think there is effective demand. For example, look, these are very few people, buyers, and quite a number of sellers. You observe, you see, there are very few people buying sukuma, and there are so many people selling sukuma. There is no effective demand. But look at that market. Full, a very busy market. Compared to this market, it has got no buyers. These ones are very many buyers. The effective demand could be there. So what are we saying? Come out of Me Too syndrome. Don't just start that hardware because a neighbor started hardware. Don't just start that laundry because somebody started that laundry and you also, me too, I want to start it. Don't go to start Mama Mboga and you also start cereals just because. You must estimate. Think about, is there effective demand? Yes, there are ways of doing that. Salary. Yes. When you are thinking about your business expenses, one of the easiest items to overlook, and many of us have overlooked, is our own salary. You may not pay yourself in the beginning, but ideally, your compensation should be part of your business plan. Remember the business plan we talked about? Your financial projection should include the amount of your salary or your draw, the owner's draw, to help you understand what your business needs to grow. Yes, a salary. You pay yourself a regular salary just as you'd pay your employees. You know, owner's draw. If you're not paying yourself a salary, you can draw money in cash or in kind from the profits of your business on an as needed basis, and you record it. You know how much you're drawing out of your business. You can draw up to the amount you put into the company, which is known as owner's equity. But for heaven's sake, make sure you are paying yourself for what you're doing, or you are drawing something for yourself, and that motivates you, and that is good record keeping. And finally, SWOT analysis. SWOT simply means strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Sit back and ask yourself, what are your strengths? What do you do well? You know, what unique resources do you have? What do others see you as, in you as strength? You list that, and that becomes your strength. But you remember, you also have weaknesses. So for weakness, ask, what is it that I can improve? Look around, see what you can improve. Where do you have fewer resources than others? You know, what are others likely to see you as a weakness? Analyze yourself. Is there anything that you're doing badly that you can improve? Opportunities. What opportunities are open to you out there? What trends could you take advantage of? How can you turn your strength into opportunities? Ponder over that. And finally, the threats. What threats could harm you out there? Roadblocks. What is your competition doing? How are they doing it? What threats do your weakness expose you to? Analyzing this will now help you complete your strategic planning. Because when you know your strengths, then you can build on your strengths. When you know your weaknesses, then you can plan to change those weaknesses. But if there are opportunities out there, you look at how can I, the strategies from strategic planning, from business planning, how can I benefit from these, opportunities? But if there are threats, how do I avoid them? So, SWOT analysis is the last S in your business. Now, if you enjoyed it, like it, share it, subscribe, and please leave a comment. Now, if you wish to be trained in any of the aspects in this video, just reach us. bohem@gmail.com, call us 254 or simply 0722-858507. We can train face-to-face. We can train a group. We can train one, but we can also train online. So, have a business-like day. Want you.